We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check 50, check 50. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Undercut.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Kill.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit, blue dog working.
Now to the air, Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 44, Locke. This is the tight end fan.
Launch pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Locke working out of the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Results in
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 84 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Lock to throw on second down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 31, check 31. Slam. Switch. Alpha.
Block taking the snap and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Around 22-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now back to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Jack Doyle.
It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
It's a gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
shotgun now on third down. Dancing to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
45-yard attempt.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Able to get this to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. He's brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. 14. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Past midfield.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Jonathan Taylor.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill.
From the gun, Locke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 58 to Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun. Lock. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Or give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Lock. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The gun. They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Colts 21, Broncos 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. From the gun on third down, Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lock. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Lock will try again on second down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lock working out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Indianapolis. is
The ball carrier.
Naeem Hines, 58 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Complete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got some room at the 30. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Again, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's 4th down.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 46.
Yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Indianapolis, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.